Lightning Collector 2021 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at this slightly familiar but with a different name. This is the Lucky Cat Dragon King. Now it is obviously a take on the Dragonzord, and it's not an officially licensed product, but it is very, very nice quality. And I have been meaning to show you this for a little while, but I just haven't got round to doing it. So apologies for that. I did put up a little post earlier this week asking you guys to vote whether you wanted to see this or the unboxing of the Playmates Ultimate Megazord, which I will do later on in the week or next week, so that will be coming out anyways. Don't panic if you do want to see that, but for today this is what we're going to be taking a look at. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel just so you get notified when that is out. It is a nice little toy to play with, but nothing compared to this. Again, this is the Lucky Cat Dragon King. Now it does come with a couple of funky little features on there, which I will go into after we take a little look at the box. So this is the front of the box. It is literally just a small logo with a sketch of the Dragonzord on the front. It looks pretty nice. On the back, quite similar, very, very basic with just some, I'm assuming is Japanese writing. And that pretty much is it. So nothing really going on there, but I will take it out of the box and let's have a look at this funky little figure. And here he is out of the box, looking very, very shiny indeed. This is made from die cast and plastic, so it's really, really nice. I had to grab this to go with the Lucky Cat Megazord, and I will be looking to get the green and black one just to probably combine this one with and display them together, because I love how the other Megazord displays on his own. But this is absolutely beautiful little item, and he does come with lots of bits separate in the box, so the tail obviously comes off and it does move around quite a lot. And of course the middle does light up, so that is pretty cool. I have definitely enjoyed playing around with this, so I can't complain at it at all. And for the price point, I think it's pretty good. I think it came at around 50 to 60. I think I did get it on sale for about 50. I know they do tend to go for around about 60. And with the detail on it, I really can't complain. I'm more than happy to spend that money. It did obviously come with some accessories, so let's take a look at those. And really not a whole lot to the accessories. We do get this stand that the chest piece can stand up on when you transform it. It does also come with this little tool here, and I will show you what that's for in a little while. And finally it comes from some little rocket firing effects pieces. They go on the hands quite easy. You can sort of tell which one's which, but I've probably just muddled them up. So that just slides on the ends like that, and now we've got his rockets firing out his hands. So that's pretty cool. I wouldn't expect any more accessories to come with this. That is probably about what we're going to see, unfortunately, but again, that's about all we need, I suppose. So yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine. So let's take a look at some articulation. So starting off with the head, there isn't a whole lot. The mouth, I believe, does move up and down as it should do for the faceplate underneath, but because of the chest piece, there isn't a whole lot that you can do with that. The arms, however, they do move out quite a nice amount and in, and obviously this bit moves up and down to tuck in, and the hands do go up as well just to tuck in, so very minimal of what you can do with it, and it is down to just being able to transform it, I guess. The legs move out a nice amount. Once you move these bees out, you can move it all the way up and around and all that sort of stuff, so that's quite a good little addition on there that you can just shift it down if you need to and play around with the legs. And then the knees do bend. A lot of this is for, oh there we go, transforming into different modes. Feet's on a nice ball, so you can do a lot with those. Then we've got plenty of articulation on the tail. You can move it in and out if you want to. This again is going to be something else that's going to be down to whatever mode you put it in, but whilst you've got it in this mode, there is quite a decent amount. Obviously you can use it for some sort of support to stand up as well. And it's time to transform this bad boy. So here we've got the Lucky Cat Megazord, and this is a really, really nice stylized version of the Megazord. I absolutely love this. I will keep this one like this and probably go for the black and green one to be able to have him in the warrior mode, so I will do that. Now the only downside with this, you have to either screw the head on or accept that that's going to get stuck. So I'm not going to be putting it into the mode where he kind of just lays over the top, so I will put him into the warrior mode so you guys can see that, because I've seen a lot of people where the head's got stuck inside that and there's not a very good way of being able to get that out. Apparently it does screw in, it does come with some screws, but I don't really want to do that because I want to be able to change it up whenever I want to. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start off by taking off the tail just to make that a little bit easier. and we will just pop that aside for a minute. It does come with some instructions, so if I need to, I will use those. Now the chest piece is quite easy to do because that just pops off of the back, and then we can push it through. Underneath here there is a battery compartment, so you can pull that. A lot of people I see online are surprised when I say, like, I'm giving advice on how to make it work. A lot of people don't realize that it does actually light up. So the only way I've found that you can get this to actually do something is to wave another magnet over the top and it will turn it on, and then another one again to turn it off. I don't know if there is another way to be able to get it to turn on or turn off on its own or whatever. It may well turn off on its own, but it stays on for quite a long time. So yeah, if you've got this and you didn't know, pop that off at the back, and you need a couple of small batteries just to go in there. That should just slide, I think it goes in that way, and then we get the back piece that goes on here. There is a bit that I should have popped out of the top first. So this is where our little tool comes in handy, so you can get that behind there and dig out any little bits that you need to pull out. I found that one easier just to push from the front, but there's plenty on the Dragonzord which we won't be able to do that with. So there's that, and then you can just put that just on the top like so. There is our staff. Okay, so I'm going to go for warrior mode as I said. So I'm going to tuck the hands in up there first and then push that in. Then I'm going to try and close the front. So we should be able to bring that forward like that. And there we go, that one does the same. And then clip that together. I'm going to pull the faceplate down now just to make sure I don't forget. So there's the faceplate inside there. It looks quite nice. Now I'm going to lift this up, and you can use a little tool to push that in here if you need to. You probably don't need to be fair. Pushing all the legs together just to make the knees of our Megazord. So they're pushed in quite nice and tight. We've got our little levers at the bottom here that we can just pull forward a little bit. Now I've got his legs, I'm going to stick them on. So again, nice and easy, they will just pop into the top like that. Now I'm going to take the arms off of this because I think it looks pretty cool like that. So I'm going to just leave the wings on and see how it is. And there he is with the wings and everything, so he's quite top heavy with them. So if you did want to take them off, obviously you can, so we could just pop that off. And he looks a little bit more like the original, so I can also get rid of the sword and the shield and whatever if you wanted to. And then we can just have him sort of holding that like so. You can twist these bits down as well, so if you wanted him holding it a certain way, which would probably make a little bit more sense to be honest, if he was just kind of holding it like that. And then we can stick the light on as well. And there he is. So there is the Dragonzord in the warrior mode. This is personally my favorite mode, and I will be buying another one of these Megazords in the black and green to be able to display him like this, because I just think he looks really cool. Yeah, very nice quality. Obviously you've got like full articulation when you've combined him with the Megazord, so that's even better. Obviously if you want to start attaching bits like the wings on as well, you can. So a nice idea just for a stylized Dragonzord. Now we're finished with this, I will just show you a couple of little bits because it is a pain to kind of transform back more than anything. These bits all clip in really nicely, but when it's time to go back to its normal state, then that can be a little bit of a pain. So I'm just going to show you really quickly some benefits to this. So that's that. And this is mainly really just use for the tool. So it is curved in a way that we're going to need, because you are not getting anything in there. So they have supplied this, which was nice to be able to get these out. So you just put it in there and pull. So there we are. That is pretty much it really. I just more wanted to show you kind of how and why they've given us that, because that is a pain to get that out without that. So if you get this and you lose that, you're going to need to find something else to jam in there to get it back. You don't really need it for anything else in my opinion. I think everything else does just go back to normal, apart from the head. So that is something else that you'll need to kind of grab in there to push that back up. Other than that, everything else is fine. And yeah, you definitely need that tool for a couple of little bits for this. So just to wrap up this short unboxing video with my final thoughts of the figure. beautiful for the price. I think it is worth every penny. Nice die-cast metal mixed in with some plastic, but the details in there are very, very good. There is no balancing issues or anything like this. As you can see, his foot looks all crooked because I've tried not to just muck around with it too much because I really liked my Megazord, how it was posed up on my shelf. So I have kind of just tried to leave it as close to that as possible whilst getting him to stand up. I like the feature with the light up chest piece. I think that just tops it off very nicely, but because the instructions are in Japanese, it is hard to tell what is going on. As far as I am concerned, it's just a magnet that will turn it on and off, so I just hold it and place it. But to be honest, I never display it like this anyway. This is the first time I've turned it on since after I've put the batteries in it, so that's okay. The chrome on it is really, really shiny. It's a very nice quality there. Obviously not an officially licensed product. This is from Lucky Cat and it is labelled as a Dragon King. If you wanted to grab this, I did get mine from AliExpress. I know you can get it from places like Toe Collectibles, eBay and whatever. But to finish it off, yes, I would 100% recommend this, but you need the Megazord to go with it. Otherwise, it is just a standard normal Dragonzord, which in my opinion starts to get a little bit boring after a while. And I do have quite a few of them. But the die-cast on this and the style of these Megazords are really cool. And like I said earlier, with the Megazord, I have got the Ultimate Megazord from Playmates coming very, very soon. That is the talking one, not the transformable one. So if you want to check that out, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know in the comments below your opinion on this or what you've been adding to your collection recently. I will be doing another monthly haul very, very soon. But as always, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you next time.